Welcome back to Leeds lately for, of course, an FA Cup watch-along, which, because we are very much concentrated on the league, I think is going to actually be an enjoyable break from league action and an enjoyable evening watching Leeds, which doesn't happen very often, let me tell you. But hopefully what we see tonight is an interesting game, a fun game, and hopefully one that we do well in. Welcome everybody who's joining the stream. Sorry I was a little bit late. I tend to always be totally ready to start the stream and then go, oh, I haven't done the lineup. So I've done the lineup now, and we should talk about that very, very shortly. Of course, playing against Harrogate tonight, so a very local derby for Leeds, but not one that we play very often at all. Of course, we did play them in pre-season and win. I think we won 3-0 in that game, and one of the youth players scored as well, didn't he? And it was, it was a cruise to victory in that one. Bit of a different lineup at this time. New signings since we played that game as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Welcome, of course, to all of our Leeds Lately members. Welcome to Karen Curtin, who I'm judging by the chat, you're not very well, so hopefully you get better soon, Karen. All the best on that. Hopefully tonight's game should make you feel a bit better as well. So welcome to Karen. Welcome to John Garside, CB. Have we got any other members in here? Pierre's in here as well. Welcome, of course, to all our Leeds members, and of course, also welcome to all of our non-members as well, who are looking forward to seeing Leeds play in an FA Cup game where, like I said at the start of this stream, the pressure's off a little bit. Look, I know everybody wants to get through to the next round of the FA Cup, and it's always nice to, but realistically, how often does a Championship team win the FA Cup? And it's barely ever. So, with that in mind, I think we can win this game and go on to it. Look, the third round of the FA Cup last year provided Bamford's wonder goal against Peterborough. So, look, if something like that happens, it's all worthwhile, isn't it? Anyway, right, let's have a look at the lineup. So, in goal, we've got Carl Darlow, obviously a change from Meslier, and I think that's just because it's the FA Cup. Byram, Ampadu, Strauch and Schmidt make up the back line. So Schmidt gets his first start for Leeds United. I think I'm correct in saying that. Ampadu comes back in. Strauch comes back in after that ankle injury. And we have a little bit of a changed back four, but nevertheless a back four which is more than capable of keeping a clean sheet in this game. Let's get that lineup back up again. In midfield, Gilavogi gets his first start as well, which hasn't happened very often at all. Well, obviously, it hasn't happened very often at all if it's his first start. Doi. But Gilavogi gets his first start alongside Rothwell, who, of course, has been excellent for us so far this season. In the attacking midfield, you've got Ramazani, Nonto and Solomon. I'm assuming that Nonto is going to be the one that's playing that number 10 role. It may not pan out like that when we actually see the start of the game, but I think it is going to be Nonto in the 10 role, so that's why I've done that. So Ramazani out on the right, Solomon out on the left. Of course, all three of those can interchange and play in each other's positions. And then, of course, Mateo Joseph comes back in up front. Now, for me, this is a massive opportunity for Mateo Joseph. Yes, it's against Harrogate. Yes, it's in the FA Cup and it's a game that doesn't necessarily matter as much. But for me, I think it's a massive, massive opportunity for him. And I really think that I really think that if he puts in a really good performance, it'll bring back a little bit of hope to people like me who have got a lot of doubt about him. But if he doesn't perform in a game like this, it's more important that he does perform, because if he doesn't, then people will go, like, at this point, if you can't do anything against Harrogate, who are 21st in League Two and have one win in the last 8 games, who are you going to be able to do anything against? And that's when the worry comes in for Mateo Joseph, which maybe it's unfair to pin his entire career at Leeds on an FA Cup third round game against Harrogate Town, but I do feel like there's a certain level of people losing a bit of faith with Mateo Joseph and thinking, well, he's really not showing anything to me that proves that he's a first-team footballer. There he is in the tunnel right now. So hopefully, because it'd be good to have another good striker, hopefully he turns that round today. But it remains to be seen what happens. We're kicking off in about 3 minutes. Leeds have made 8 changes to the side that played against Hull City, and hopefully we go on and put in a good show. It's at Elland Road as well, so look, there's no excuses in this one. Get out there, win the game of football, make it enjoyable as well. Welcome Hank Wyman as well, another Leeds Lately member. Welcome everybody else who's joining us. Evening, Michael. Evening, everybody who's joining the stream. Welcome. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that big red button down below. Of course, please refrain from posting about goals before I've reacted to them to avoid spoiling my reactions. It's not even just about spoiling my reactions. It's about spoiling the entire game for me. If I get a spoiler on a goal, it just makes me go, oh, well, I may as well have not watched it. Players are just heading out onto the pitch now. Michael's just mentioned Adam Forshaw's signed for Blackburn. Yeah, he has on a short-term deal, I think. So either it's for a year or 6 months. He is 33 now, Forshaw. But he does seem to be able to actually put a run of games together, which is a shame because he never really... Well, it's not a shame that he can do it now, but it's a shame that he couldn't do it at his time at Leeds because he was a good player for us in the Championship. So... Yeah, look, he's signed for them. Good for him. He'll hopefully get some game time for them. Ex-Leeds players, I always like to see them do well, depending on how they left. VAR won't be in play for this match, I don't think. I think VAR's only in play for Premier League stadiums, I think. Anyway, players are just all shaking hands with each other now, heading out onto the pitch. Just going to show us the Leeds lineup now on BBC, so I'm also going to show you it as well, just so for any of you that missed it. Darlow, Schmidt, Ampadu, Strauch, Byram, Rothwell, Gilavogi, Ramazani, Nonto, Solomon, Joseph. Our bench: Meslier, Bogle, Firpo, Rodon, James, Aronson, Tanaka, Verba, and Gruev makes his reappearance back on the bench again. So it's good to see that Gruev is in a fit enough position to potentially get a game. Schmidt has been, by BBC, Schmidt has been put at right back and Byram at left back. But I don't think that'll be the case. I think that Byram will be in. Byram will be in his left back position, and Byram will be in the right back position, and Schmidt will be out on the left. That's my. That's what I would have thought from this, anyway. Is he right? I can't remember. Let me Google it. Isaac Schmidt. Footedness. Yeah, he is right-footed. Yeah, he is right-footed, but then that's a bit like Dallas, isn't it? He very rarely ever played right-back. He was always at left-back. He'll play at right back, he'll play at left back, he'll play wherever Bielsa needs. Oh, Stuart Dallas. I'm just in a tweet from our mate Jer, and he's just saying that no Crew or Gelhardt in the lineup. He imagines that means that a loan is on the cards for both, and potentially DeBio as well, people are saying. So that's one to look out for, potentially loaning people out. You know what's really annoying? How is it 2025 and the I player doesn't have red button. Just about to kick off here at Elland Road. Just waiting. I'm leaning forward to press the button. That's why I'm like this. Anybody who's new here thinking, what the hell is he doing? He's waiting to press the stream deck. It's all neatly cable managed to the point where I can't pull it out any further, so it's right at the back of my desk, which is perhaps an oversight. But we are underway here. Here's Pascal Strauch with his replacement ankle. That's a joke, by the way. He didn't actually have a replacement ankle. Here's Gilavogi. Oh. Gilavogi, I think he's playing centre-back. So, my lineup's wrong because Schmidt is at right-back and Byram's at left-back. And it looks to me like Ampadu is playing in the midfield with Gilavogi playing as a right centre-back. So that's an interesting one. Look out for how Gilavogi plays at centre-back. But now Ampadu's dropping in and getting the ball. Here's Gilavogi again as he comes forward. Ampadu. Strauch. Byram. Strauch. Here's Gilavogi. Into Schmidt. Gilavogi. Nonto. You can tell that Schmidt's a very forward-thinking fullback. He's high up the pitch already, trying to receive balls down the line. Here's Gilavogi as he plays one to Schmidt. Schmidt goes inside and gives the ball to Ampadu. Ampadu tries to poke it through to Ramazani, but it's cleared here by Harrogate. Cornelius, I think he's chasing that down, but Strauch gets there first, but it is going to be a free kick actually to Harrogate here. Strauch got the ball. Strauch got the ball and won the challenge there. Strauch actually just won the ball and wasn't a foul in any way, shape, or form, and they've got a free kick. I think Strauch's mouth might be full of blood here, unless he's actually he might have lost a tooth here, Strauch. Cornelius, the Harrogate winger, fell on top of Strauch and his head bounced into the floor. And I think he might have either lost a tooth or loosened one. Evening, welcome everybody who's joining. Welcome to Robert Wetzel, Leeds Little Member, and Munchy Toy as well. The Shay Given from Wish is about to take this free kick. Their goalkeeper. He just has a similar hairstyle and beard to Shay Given. That was about it. Long ball forward from him. Headed away. But now cleared away properly this time by Gilavogi. Nonto with a good touch and brings that ball down. Nonto fouled then, and Leeds can win the free kick. Here's Gilavogi. The good thing is, I mean, if you want to, you can pause yours until you're at the same point as me, and then we're watching it together then. Because you can even pause live TV now, can't you? So here's Byram. Now Nonto. Out wide to Isaac Schmidt. Schmidt back here to Gilavogi. Now Rothwell. Gilavogi again. Ampadu. Gilavogi. Just remember that message up in that corner, guys, as well. Here's Nonto. It was his Ramazani. He's about to cross it in. Good ball into the box there from Ramazani, but it comes back out to him, actually, on the edge. Pokes it towards Schmidt. Schmidt with some good feet, but then the ball's cleared to as far as Ampadu. Now Byram out on the left-hand side. Byram inside the box. Crosses it in and it's headed away, and then Rothwell goes for it, and they might have a counter-attack here, but no. Solomon's picked the ball straight back up. Now Byram. Ampadu. Solomon out on the left. Now Solomon again. Ramazani. Ramazani shoots from distance, straight down the goalkeeper's throat, and he can catch that one and fall on it. The other day, it was Leeds lately, the channel's 4th anniversary. I think we started on... I think the first video was uploaded on January the 7th or 8th, something like that, 2021. And obviously, the anniversary was the other day. So, yeah, PS saying happy birthday. Darlow... Josh March there for Harrogate just tried to chip Darlow, and Darlow just caught it easily. Ironic cheering for the goalie because he could catch something. Oh, bad ball from Gilavogi. It goes straight past Schmidt there, out for a throw-in. Thanks everyone. I'm hoping for 10k before it's been 5 years, but we've seemed to have gone a bit stagnant at the moment. I don't know if it's just Championship football is not as interesting to people who kind of flit in and out a little bit more, or what. But we hopefully will pick it up again this year, and it'll especially in the summer with the transfer window. If we go up, hopefully that should be a big growth for the channel. It's weird as well, like, obviously the main thing I care about with Leeds being in the Premier League is the fact that they're in the Premier League and stuff, but it makes a huge difference to everybody's channels whether Leeds are in the Premier League or the Championship. If we're in the Premier League and you're doing transfer window videos and watch-alongs and match reactions and stuff, it's much higher in terms of viewership. In the Championship, it drops off a cliff. So, obviously, I want Leeds to get promoted because I want Leeds to get promoted, but it also helps all of our channels massively. Yeah, there are a lot of watch-alongs, Pierre, but I don't just do watch-alongs usually. I do match reactions, and then I do transfer videos and tactical videos and stuff. But being where we are at the moment, there's maybe some stuff to talk about in January coming up. Schmidt with a good ball into the box for the half space there for Solomon, who tries to cross it across the box, and the goalkeeper is able to just catch that one easily. Tame cross in the end. Thanks, Big Chazza. Appreciate that. Obviously, me talking to you guys is I'm talking to the people who do support me and who do constantly come and watch the watch-alongs and stuff. So yeah, I say it fairly often, but I am very appreciative of all of your support. Great ball for Nonto here down the right-hand side. Nonto with a good ball into the corridor of uncertainty, right across the face of the goal, but it's picked up by Sims on the opposite side. You've got to feel like maybe Mateo Joseph should have been in a better position for that cross. Seeing that Nonto was coming down the line there, he's kind of got to get into that spot. Here's Nonto. Drops into Rothwell. Rothwell looked like he was going to play a long pass, but now plays a little short one. Cropped back there to Strauch. I think it's going to be a bit of a mix, to be honest, who's in the 10. Here's Mateo Joseph. Tries to play the ball to Schmidt, but plays it to a Harrogate player who's actually fallen over now. He's Nonto. Nonto goes for a shot with his left foot, headed away, and then headed away again by Sims, the right back. But Strauch now wins it back and gives it to Byram. Now Strauch again. As you'd expect, it's been all Leeds so far. I mean, it's all Leeds in the Championship, so it's going to be even more dominant in an FA Cup game against League Two opposition. Is Gilavogi gets a second chance to pass that, seen as though the first pass was poor. See, now Ramazani and Nonto are both kind of in the 10 position, and Solomon's gone out wide, and now they've swapped, and Leeds have won the ball back again. Here's Strauch, Rothwell. Here's Gilavogi. To be fair, Munchie, that was in the old house, so that bug is long gone. Little lofted pass there from Rothwell into Solomon out on the left-hand side. Solomon into Byram. I mean, it makes a difference, doesn't it, being Leeds compared to the Sheffield United pictures we saw of how many people had turned up for their FA Cup game. Elland Road's pretty much packed out. Solomon crossed that one into the box, but really easy for the goalkeeper to catch there. Morning, Kiwi. I don't know why well, it's morning where you are, but evening where I am. Just about to be 6 o'clock. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Long ball forward here from Harrogate. Goalkeeper headed away by Gilavogi, but came off the side of his head, and it's going to be a throw-in. Ampadu and Nonto forcing the Harrogate players to play back to the defence now, and potentially all the way back to the goalkeeper, but calm remains the Harrogate defender to get rid of Matteo Joseph in press, and now he plays a long ball down the line, and Gilavogi could have given away a penalty then. He did lean on the striker a little bit as he came into the box there, and he did fall over. So March gets across him, and then Gilavogi puts an arm on his shoulder. Look, I think he goes down a bit easily. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's a bit of a, oh, he's touched me. We're away at Leeds in the FA Cup. I've got to try and win a penalty here. And you can see that both his legs just stop together and he falls over. So he did dive. He did feel the contact and he did dive, but at no point you're allowed to touch another player. And at no point did Gilavogi actually grab him or pull his shirt or anything. Now, can I ask you all something here? Hi, Justin. Welcome to the chat. I need a general consensus on this. Do we count corners in the FA Cup or just the league when we're going for this corner counter thing? What do we think? We count the FA Cup as well? We want to kind of like a bit of a show of hands and we'll decide. Okay, everybody's saying yes, we'll do that then. Ball comes into the box, headed away. I think we'll count this as well, just because it's how many corners we've taken in total before we've scored a goal, isn't it? Like we're trying to judge how bad we are at corners, and I think that this includes that. Oh, what very lucky ball there from Ramazani's made its way across the box, and then the cross from Solomon is cut out there, and it's going to be another Leeds corner. Yeah, they still are missed corners, aren't they? And it's still a good measure of like our average, how long it takes us to score a corner. Rothwell's going to take another corner here. Oh yeah, remember guys, if we hit 100 likes, that's when we score a goal. So ask your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother and your dog to join the stream and like it. That was another corner that didn't go in the back of the net. Ramazani. Now into Schmidt, who's taken up a spot in the half space and given the ball out wide to Nonto. Nonto cuts inside there. He's done really well to get in the box. There's a lot of Harrogate players and he wins himself a corner. Yeah, look, Nonto went past a couple of Harrogate players, but when he was in the box, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 Harrogate players around him when he was about to shoot. So there's no way he's getting a shot on target in that kind of mess. Rothwell again, then this time from the opposite side, he's going to take a corner. Oh, and the referee's blown his whistle because there's a bit of shushing and puffing in the box. Looks like it's between Byram and somebody else. Kim saying for corner counts both FA Cup and EFL. Yeah, corner comes in, not scored. That's a surprise. Cheers, William. Appreciate that. Here's Solomon out on the left. Now Ramazani. Good ball from Solomon out now to Byram. Byram tries to cross the ball in. Cleared away there, and then that's going to be surely that's a free kick to Leeds. A Harrogate player just ran into Ampadu. Rothwell tries to play it forward again, but not a great ball. And now Cornelius can pick it up on the right-hand side. He plays a long ball forward, trying to go over the top. The Harrogate player runs straight into Gilavogi and knocks him over, and Leeds win a free kick. Someone's saying that Gilavogi looks a little bit stiff and he's worrying people, which don't take that quote out of context. But I think it would have been better to have him in midfield and have Ampadu at centre back. I think that's more comfortable for both of them. Good tackle there from Solomon, but it's actually going to be a Harrogate throw-in. Challenge for it there, and Strauch heads it forward. Someone remains down. Schmidt remains down here with a bit of a knock to the head, it looks like. So referee has blown the whistle. Hank Wyman saying Ampadu seems to prefer being on the back line in possession. Yeah, I think he does. I think he does prefer that kind of time and space, which is why a lot of the time, as well as it being tactical, he'll enjoy dropping in between the two defenders to pick up the ball and have a little bit of time and space to pick a pass. Hi Michael, welcome to the chat. Munchy saying, we know you're an analytical guy, but have you learned the net Harrogate players, or are you cross-referencing the team sheet? One thing, I have the commentary on in my headphones whilst talking, which I've learnt to do, be able to talk whilst listen. And also, I can see their names on the back of their shirts when they appear. So that's literally how I know their names. If one of them goes in for a big tackle, like that tackle with Strauch at the start, when Strauch whacked his teeth off the floor, I now know that their number 8 is called Cornelius because of that replay, and that'll stick in my head now. Here's Mateo Joseph, gives the ball to Ramazani. Ramazani goes to shoot. Good save there by the goalkeeper. In other words, no. Yeah. Mateo Joseph played a good ball there into Ramazani. He made the right decision, and Ramazani's shot just needs to be more across the keeper rather than at him, and it would have been, it would have been a bit better. But here's Ampadu. Now Solomon coming into their half, and he's pulled down there by Morris, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick just inside the just inside the Harrogate half, and Morris has got himself a yellow card there as well, so he needs to be careful now for the rest of the game. It's quite early to get a yellow card against such good opposition from his point of view. Bryn Morris. Now Schmidt. Strauch. Here's Ramazani out on the left-hand side. Gilavogi. Ampadu. Schmidt in the half space. Plays it out wide now to Solomon, and back to Ampadu again. Ampadu plays one across now to Gilavogi. Byram. Strauch. Ampadu. Solomon knocks it back to Gilavogi. Solomon. Ampadu. Cross again to Gilavogi. Now Strauch. Nonto. His pass cut out by Cornelius, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in just about on the halfway line. Here's Ampadu now on the right. Gives the ball to Schmidt, who has got his hair tied back this time. I remember seeing him play the other week with his hair not tied back, and it was just all in his face as he was running. And I thought that can't be helpful whilst trying to play football. Of course, here's Gilavogi, who does not have that problem. Strauch. Rothwell. Schmidt. When was the last time? Now, this is going to be a very weird statistic, and it's not something that would really even ever get measured by Opta or anyone. Ramazani tries to shoot there, it goes wide. When was the last time we had a properly bald player? I don't think we've had one for years. Now, it can't be Rudolph Austin was the last bald player we had. It can't be. It's got to be much more recent than that, but I can't think of any bald players. Schmidt tries to win that one, but it's gone out for a throw-in. But that's way... I'm talking about the most recent one, so... 23 years ago is not that recent. Here's March playing it back now. Good challenge by Ampadu. And then Schmidt challenged as well here. And Rothwell wins that challenge. And now Ramazani nips in. And now Leeds have a chance to break here. They committed themselves too much there. Here's Mateo Joseph inside the box. His shot is cleared away by the defender there for Harrogate, the captain. Sliding in to clear that one away before the goalkeeper even had to make a save there. Good break, though, from Leeds. Here's Ramazani again as he comes forward. Schmidt never going to be able to keep that one, and it's going to be a goal kick. I don't think we've had a bold player for ages. Dukara, 2017. That's mad, isn't it? Not to have a bold player in all that time. I haven't thought about this, but you used to see bold players around all the time, didn't you? Back in the day, you used to see like Andy Johnson would be playing for Everton, and you'd see Shearer playing for Newcastle, and Stephen Ireland playing for Man City. There was so many random dotted throughout the Premier League and every league, to be honest, bold players, but you don't see that many bold players anymore, do you, really? Because they all go and get hair transplants if they're losing it. Free kick for Harrogate here as they play it across the box. Lofted up towards goal, and Darlow's able to come and get that one. Here's Strauch. Now Gilavogi. Strauch again. Across to Gilavogi, looking for a pass here. First time ball back from Nonto, and now Solomon's pass is poor and it's taken away. Gilavogi challenging for it, though. Nice little flick there by Nonto, and Leeds play a good bit of football here to get the ball back to Solomon. Solomon plays it across to Rothwell, sorry. First time ball out to Byram. Byram inside to Ramazani here. Tries to get it back to Byram again. Unlucky there for Leeds. They lost the ball, but instantly won it back here. Zampadu. Well, I think we can all relate to that, Karen. Especially after that Hull City game. Strauch. Now Solomon. Solomon down the left. Drops it back outside to Byram. Byram to the edge for Ampadu. Now to Gilavogi. Gilavogi tries to cross one in. Headed away. Straight back to Gilavogi again, who knee touches it down there to Rothwell. Now Gilavogi again. Schmidt. Gilavogi. No worries, Ruggie. Well, we're playing all right. It's just they're defending strongly, aren't they? So ball just bounces through to their goalkeeper, just as I said that. Ball attempted to be cleared away there by the Harrogate fullback, but it's gone out for a Leeds throw-in. Here's Strauch. Yeah, Calvin used to have his little afro, didn't he? Back when he was a youth. Here's Rothwell. Ball out to Byram now. Rothwell looked for a long pass there, but decides to play the sensible ball to Gilavogi, and now out wide it goes to Schmidt, who plays it inside here to Ramazani, across to Ampadu, and then across to Strauch, out wide now to Byram. Byram maybe looking for a crossing opportunity, but nothing opening up in that back line at the moment, so Leeds continue to play the ball about halfway inside their half. Now to the edge, here's Nonto. Nonto fouled there, and Leeds have a free kick in a fairly decent position here. Bit too close for the free kick, Roberts. I'm guessing that's what you mean. You never know. I mean, if Gruev was on the pitch, he'd fancy his chances, wouldn't he? I'd like to see us score from a direct free kick. I don't think we've done it this season, have we? Rothwell's birthday today. Thanks, Karen. Hopefully he gets himself a birthday goal now with this free kick. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Right in the top corner. Yeah, Gruev's on the bench, but Gruev, he scored that free kick against Norwich, and then for some reason in pre-season, no, he hasn't scored this season. That was last season, Gruev, and I think he in pre-season he was really good at free kicks, getting them, just curling them over the wall. Here's Rothwell then with the free kick. He chips it towards the back post over absolutely everyone, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Probably one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. Just shoot. Just shoot. It's genuinely one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. What are you doing? Just have a shot from there, especially because it's the FA Cup as well. Like, if this is an important league game and you think, oh, I don't want to just spoon it into the stands with a bad shot and get told off by the manager and my teammates, fair enough. In the FA Cup against Harrogate, I think you say from that distance, just go for it. Have a shot. Everyone was fully expecting him to shoot there, so there was no pressure if he shot and missed. Would have been better than what he did. Byram clears that one away. Schmidt's going to go up for the header. Luckily, his opponent slipped, so it was a free header. Hey, 65. Everybody who's in the stream has liked it. Oh, now it's changed to 66 viewers and 65 likes. Schmidt, that was pointed out by White Snake Bites, by the way. Here's Ramazani. Ball forward there from Byram, cut out. Sometimes it can be not disheartening, but you can go, okay, well, you can compare yourself to, let's say, how many people Joe gets in his chat. But when you actually think about, if I was sat on a stage and having to talk to 65 people, that would be extremely nerve-wracking, and that's a lot of people in one room. So when you actually think about it, it is quite a lot of people who are watching. It's a foul there, I think, on Cornelius by Leeds. Just seen the replay of it, and it's going to be a free kick. May need a separate counter for direct free kicks. That might go back years. This is the most that Harrogate Town have ever taken to any away game. Strauch just headed that one backwards there. That wasn't very good. Oh, yeah, to be fair, Pierre, that would be annoying, wouldn't it? I can't be arsed watching this until it goes all the way to penalties. I'm here for a nice 90 minutes where we win 3-0. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm here for. Not for it to go 120 minutes plus penalty. Or actually now, FA Cup, does it go straight to... It goes straight to penalties, isn't it, in the FA Cup now? There's no extra time. You never know, Hank. It could come good. Here's Nonto. Ooh. Leeds trying to get the ball back here and battling for it. Here's Schmidt trying to get there. He's being blocked off. Surely that's obstruction. It's going to be a throw in here. Don't see many left backs who are captain, do you? Apart from maybe somebody like... No, because Ramos was captain, wasn't he? So it wasn't Marcelo at Madrid. Here's Strauch. Now Rothwell. Byram. Here's Solomon as he comes inside. Good run from him, and he plays it back now to Gilavogi. Gilavogi out wide to Schmidt, who plays a great ball into the box to Solomon. Solomon goes to shoot. It's cannoning around in the penalty area. It was like pinball, and it's eventually been cleared, but only as far as Pascal Strauch, who keeps it going now by giving the ball to Gilavogi, who plays it out wide to Nonto. Nonto trying to go past the fullback here. Good ball there into Isaac Schmidt. Isaac Schmidt tries to square it across the box. It's going to be another corner to Leeds. Short corner here. I'm not counting that because short corners are mostly terrible. Ball back out wide now to Solomon. Solomon crosses it into the box. What a good clearance that is by the O'Connor. It is there at the back. A really good cross into the box by Solomon. Gilavogi was going to get right on that and head it, and O'Connor just threw a foot up in the air to clear that one. It's going to be another corner to Leeds. Rothwell puts another cross in. Away there. Now Schmidt picks it up. He's the only person in the Leeds half right now, and he's got the ball. He plays it to Strauch. Now there is not one single player in the Leeds half other than Carl Darlow. Here's Ramazani down the left-hand side. Ramazani cutting inside, goes to shoot. Curls it almost into the away end. Yeah, almost into the away end. I was working out which end of the pitch we were shooting towards then. But yeah, it was almost in. I think it's into the away fans actually, because they get more fans, don't they? So they get the corner of the south stand. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, there's a little lad there. He's got a Harrogate Town and a Leeds, Harrogate Town scarf and a Leeds United scarf on. So, yeah, I think a lot of them will be fans of both. That's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Schmidt throws that one back in. Here's Strauch. Now Gilavogi. Nonto. Back to Strauch. Strauch into Nonto again. Nonto looking for a passing option, but again goes back to Strauch. Here's Ramazani as he comes deep to pick up the ball and gives it now to Nonto. Nonto into Solomon, as Solomon tries to keep the possession there, but he can't. But Leeds do still have the ball. Here's Joseph, gets the ball to Byram. Byram goes to shoot, headed away for another corner to Leeds. See you, Ruggie. Shot by Byram, yeah. Just a little one of those ones where they jump up and flick it over the bar. You're going to take another short corner here. Because you're just making the corner count go. There's stat padding here. I'm calling it. There's stat padding. Schmidt tries to play a ball into the box. Here's Nonto. Nonto goes to shoot. Blocked. Joseph goes to shoot. Blocked. And now the ball popping back onto the edge of the box. Here's Solomon. Solomon crosses the ball into the box. And then Burrell, the Harrogate Town captain, heads it into his own side netting. So it's going to be another corner to Leeds. Yeah, 79 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Ball into the box there from that corner. Headed back by Strauch and then cleared away again by Harrogate Town. Leeds pick the ball back up though here with Schmidt. Played to Nonto and then dropped back off to Rothwell, who runs into the centre of the pitch now with Strauch in support. Here's Strauch on the ball and he gives it to Ampadu, who's the deepest of any Leeds player at the moment, and they're halfway inside the Harrogate half. Here's Solomon out on the left. Solomon goes down the line, tries to cross the ball into the box. Mateo Joseph, I think, got a touch on that, but it bounces into Belshaw, the goalkeeper's hands there. He should have scored there. Joseph should have finished that. Oh, no. Yeah, he didn't get a touch on it. He didn't even get a touch on it. I'm worrying about Joseph. I just don't think he's... I don't think he's very good. Here's Ampadu. Ramazani can't take that ball with him. But he does win it back, though, Ramazani. And now the ball poked by Nonto through to Mateo Joseph, who can run with it here. Here's Mateo Joseph on the edge of the box. Goes to shoot. Hits the bottom of the post. Good run by Joseph there. Good strike. Hits the bottom of the post. And it rolls out for a goal kick there. Yeah, really unlucky there, Joseph. Long ball forward here from their goalkeeper, and Ampadu tries to get a foot in, but they have picked it up here. And then a poor ball forward from them. And Strauch can easily pick it up and give it to... well, actually, he's kept it. He thought he was going to give it back to Darlow there, but he's kept the ball and given it to Gilavogi eventually. Gilavogi striding forwards here. Now Schmidt out on the right-hand side gives it into Nonto, gets it back again. Back to Gilavogi again. Rothwell, little lofted ball out to Solomon out on the left. Solomon's got two players, Cornelius and Sims, up against him. Solomon's nearly got the ball past them, but it's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Oh, it's not been given as a corner. Oh, no, it was given as a corner. So that's 60 because we took it short. 3 short corners in this game. Kim Hill saying quite irrelevant to the play. Have hair transplants reduce hair loss and therefore bald football play? Yeah, that's what I was saying before. That's what I think is the reason, is that you saw Mo Salah's got a brand new hairline. There's other players who've done it as well. There's loads of them, and they just don't seem to don't want to seem to rock the look anymore. Which, I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with going bald, but I think they're all a little bit more conscious about their looks, aren't they, these days, footballers? Here's Ampadu. Now Byram out to the left. Rothwell. Good touch by Ramazani there as he keeps it in on the touchline. Going this way and that, trying to open up a chance to cross here maybe. But he plays it back to the edge here for Rothwell. Now Ampadu. Schmidt here. Now Nonto. Nonto goes to cross the ball in. It's towards the back post. It's gone over everyone. There's only 1 minute added on then to this first half. Belshaw then taking his time over this corner kick, over this goal kick. Schmidt wins that one back and then gives it to Byram. But that's going to be half time. We're going to do the classic Leeds lately restart of the PC at half time so that we can not get any crashes in the second half. So, as it stands at the break, it's 0-0. I'm gonna have a short break to reset the PC, and I won't be too long. I'll be back in a few minutes' time. So, yeah, see you shortly.
It's not great when I do that. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend filling the entire room. But yeah, anyway, this is a really cool effect, and it also matches really well with the reptile fogger that I have for the terrain on my table. So I can do a lot of really cool build.
Hello, we shall be back. I just need to get everything sorted to get the game back on, and we're all good to go. We are all good to go. Let us get Leeds United, because that's the team we shall be supporting for the rest of our lives. There we go. Should be back. Mr. P saying, welcome, Mr. P. I don't think I saw, you must have joined at half time. Just saying, it's annoying with Byram on the left, always having to cut back in to cross with the ball with his right peg. Momentum totally lost when he does that. He's a professional footballer, so surely he is good enough with his left foot to be able to cross the ball into the box. Just try it. Like, I was looking at Lee's little wallpaper and heard a distant peacock. Well, like this. Ah! Like that. That's my peacock impression. So I hope you all enjoyed it. William said 5:42 a.m. and the sun is coming up. Yeah, well, unfortunately, That's the price you pay having to be a Leeds United fan. Oh, and all for the watching Leeds and wondering why you watched Leeds in the first place. So that comes with it as well. I hate halftime. It's so long. Thanks, everyone. What time is it? It's weird having a 5:45 kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, the door's shut and they're downstairs with... I was going to say with my other half, but it feels so... I feel so old saying with my other half. Not that there's anything wrong with being old. Oh, sorry, Martin. Was I just in the tone slightly off there? Yeah, if we switch Schmidt to... Let me have a little look on Twitter here, and I'm just going to go on Leeds United lineup. There we go. So we can see the bench. So... Melier, Bogle, Firpo, Rodon, Verba, Gruev, Tanaka, Aronson, James. You'd get that from Firpo if you moved Schmidt kept Schmidt on the right and brought Firpo on maybe to give him a bit of game time. The thing is, you're going to get the same from Schmidt if he plays on the left because he's also right-footed, so you're going to get the same thing. So is the name of the species a pea? Well, we should know as Leeds fans, shouldn't we? Exeter beat Oxford. Yeah, sorry for the ageism, everyone. Players heading back out onto the pitch now, everyone. So it should be not too long before we're setting off again for the second half. Well, we were looking at that striker, weren't we? I think they've made a substitution here, or at least unless he's been on the whole time. Moon. Remember, if we get 100 likes, that's when we score, so... Let's set 1 hour... Yeah, you're all 21 actually, aren't you, to be fair? And I'm 27, so... That's... Over the last couple of days, I've been really doubting how old I am, and I think I'm 27, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I am anyway. Here's Rothwell. Gets the ball back. Leeds trying to have a fast start here, but maybe a bit too fast, as it's been given away there. But Leeds do have the ball back again, which is a familiar sight in this game. Mr. P saying, please, 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 Leeds score a goal. And I echo that sentiment absolutely, Mr. P. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. Here's Strauch. Here's Nonto now. Here's Ampadu. Do. Now Strauch. Byram. Ramazani. Ramazani again here. Good ball into the box there for Schmidt, and it's cleared away just in the nick of time by Daly there. Mr. P saying, remember, peeps, last time my super chat and 100 likes got us the Tanaka goal. It did, and it was an absolute banger as well. So if you haven't liked the stream already, make sure you go ahead and like the stream. We've only got 65 people in. I know it's the FA Cup, but tell your dog and cat and hamster to join the stream, and we should get enough to get 100 likes. Here's Rothwell. Poor pass from him, and Gilavogi does leave it though for Schmidt. Here's Schmidt coming forward. Again, a bit of a miscommunication, but Ampadu wins the ball back. It's like it's again one of those things where obviously they've got an excuse. They're in 21st in League Two, but Leeds have got a chance. Leeds have got a chance. This game is like a training exercise, and they are basically sat back as far as they possibly could be. And when they do get the ball back, they don't really try to get forward. They just kind of pass it back to a Leeds player and go on, have another go. See if you can get past us. No, I must admit, Karen, I don't like Liverpool. They've got that thing going on, haven't they, where they're the square ball take the mick out of it all the time, don't they? There's such a special club thing where they think they're more special than everybody else just because they're Liverpool, and it's like, I don't know, it's a bit cringe. But nothing could be as cringe as you getting mauled by the Tigers. Here's Gilavogi. Now Nonto. Schmidt's pass forward there's really poor and can be shielded out by Burrell there for a Harrogate goal kick. It's actually a free kick there. It's not a goal kick because Nonto pushed Burrell in the back. So Belshaw is going to send that one long. Looks like his shirt sleeves aren't long enough. Their goalkeeper. Cornelius is down here. Just took a shoulder in the back of the head there from Byram, I think. Or maybe the top of his head was head-butted by Byram, but nothing in it. He was going for the ball. Thanks, Martin. Really appreciate that. Martin's with the super chat there. Appreciate your continued support, everyone, especially Martin and Mr. P, who've given us super chats tonight. So thanks so much for that. Just helps to keep the channel ticking over, especially in an FA Cup game against Harrogate. Every little helps. No worries, Robert. Harrogate are in behind here. Ooh, good tackle by Strauch, and it took all the sting out of Cornelius' shot, and Darlow was able to catch it. But warning signs there. Warning signs. Solomon feels like he was being fouled there, but the referee's saying, no, you're being too soft on that one. Burrell plays that one back to the goalkeeper, and he clears it. Ampadu heads that one, but straight to a Harrogate player here, and now they can play the ball down the line. That's going to be offside there. That was definitely offside, but the referee's not giving anything. The linesman's not giving anything, sorry, so Harrogate have got a corner now. That was offside. No problem, Martin. Thanks. Thank you very much. Again. Yeah, Cornelius, it fell into his path there. It would have been nice for him to run onto and strike to try and put it around Darlow, but Strauch's foot just took all the sting out of it. Look, we've only, according to the commentary on this, we've only won one of the last 5 against lower league opposition. Ball comes into the box. Darlow flaps at it, but pushes it away enough for Leeds to clear it. I think he's put a strong side out, though, Martin. Like, I think he's still put a decent side out, hasn't he? Like, we whatever you say about the way we've played, we have the team to win a game like this easily, but we're not, as the ball comes back in again, and then Darlow catches that one. Well done, Darlow. It did hit Strauch's hand there, but from that distance, there's not much you can do about it, really. Here's Gilavogi now. Now Schmidt inside to Nonto. It's just difficult when they've got so many players back, isn't it? Schmidt, Nonto. Tackled there, out for a Leeds throw-in. Yeah, no VAR. Kiwi White asking early subs tonight. Potentially, because you've got Gruev, Firpo, and a few others on the bench who might need a little bit of game time. I mean, Strauch's coming back from an injury as well, so maybe Verber on for him at some point as well. And you've got James and Aronson and other players who could potentially come on for Solomon and Ramazani. Here is Solomon in the box, shoots just off the top of the bar. Curled that one from the corner of the box, just flicks off the top of the bar there. And it's going to be a goal kick here. Yeah, just skims off the top of the crossbar. Goalkeeper about to take a long goal kick here. Ampadu heads it on there. Trying to win it back now. Here's Schmidt, and that's going to be a goal kick. A bloody throw-in to Harrogate here. The thing is with goalkeepers, I don't think you can really get a good estimation of them unless you see them for a prolonged period. I mean, that's probably true for everyone, but goalkeepers more so, I think, because I think that we don't see a mistake when you play them a one-off game, but if you play 10 games, even, oh, that was lucky there. Harrogate, a good shot there, but Darlow manages to save it. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, Ampadu went to clear it, and then it somehow flicked off his hand, the Harrogate player, then off his foot, then back towards their striker who's shot, and Darlow was able to save well down to his right. Yeah, which is the thing, like, obviously for Premier League clubs, they're going to say, oh yeah, we don't want replays. But for lower league clubs like Harrogate, or especially non-league clubs, replays are something that they basically rely on every season to be able to pay their staff to keep everything running, because it makes them so much of their yearly revenue. If they can get a draw off a big team and get a replay at their spot, it's massive for them. But scrapping it is just, again, thinking about the interests of the elite at the top of the Premier League, and it's not good for anybody else apart from them. Which, I mean, how often do we see decisions made for the elite that don't benefit the people lower down? Long ball there from the goalkeeper. Nonto tripped there, and he's gone down holding his foot, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds just inside the Harrogate half. Yeah, he just took a little kick to the back of the leg there from Burrell, I think it was. $86 likes. Look, 14 likes and we score. If we can get 14 likes before the game finishes, we score. We all know that it works now. 100 likes and we score a goal. We all know that. Here's Rothwell. Ball out wide to Byram. Byram has to go backwards as he's forced back there. Rothwell back to Byram again, and now a quick pass across to Strauch. Ampadu, who's sat between Gilavogi and Strauch, plays it to Nonto, who plays it out wide now to Isaac Schmidt. Isaac Schmidt looking for options here. Has to go back again to Ampadu. Ampadu looking up, but there's just so many yellow and black shirts ahead of him that he's struggling to pick a pass. But Strauch now plays it out wide to Solomon. Solomon goes down the line. Left-footed cross across the box. Ramazani heads it into the top corner. 1-0 to Leeds. Really good, well-worked goal with a really good header from Ramazani, who you don't expect to be getting on the score sheet with a header. Puts it in the top corner there. Well done, Ramazani. Well done, Solomon. Good ball into the box. Thanks, Gareth. Appreciate that. Yeah, Solomon went down the left, and instead of going inside, he went outside and then just left-footed cross across the box. Ramazani. Someone was saying before, I can't remember who it was, apologies, it might be Mr. P, about the fact that we don't just cross the ball in with the foot that makes the most sense. And Solomon didn't cut back then. He just used his left foot to cross it in, and Ramazani's just there to head it into the top corner. From a Harrogate point of view, they'll be absolutely fuming, because they should be... Look, Ramazani is... Leeds are off again here. Ramazani's one of the shortest players on the pitch, and their defenders aren't heading it away. Here's Solomon again on the left-hand side. Solomon crosses it across the box. Cleared away this time. Much worse, that cross. But Byram can pick it up here. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Ramazani, I think he's... Let me have a little Google. Ramazani height. 5'6". He's 5'6", Ramazani, so... Martin Sykes saying, I said all along that Farker did want to win. Here's Ramazani. Out wide to Schmidt. Schmidt plays it across to Nonto now. Nonto goes to shoot, it's cleared away. Well away there by Harrogate, to be fair. And they try and play the ball forward, but just cut out by Gilavogi. Now Ampadu. Rothwell. Strauch. I'd like to see some subs at some point, just to see some different players. Here's Solomon going inside the box. Solomon tries to do a little roulette turn, but the ball taken away from him. Pierre saying, see, I put my shirt on. Absolutely, it worked. So maybe it's just you putting your shirt on, not me getting 100 likes on the stream. March and Kim Hill saying scored with only 91 likes. They're very economical. Absolutely. Gilavogi and March there having a little hugging match on the floor. But yeah, thank you very much, Pierre, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Pierre, I want you to buy a lottery ticket with that Leeds shirt on. And if you win, I want 1%. So if you win 100 million, I'm in the money. Here's Schmidt now, coming in from the right-hand side. Nah, poor touch there from Mateo Joseph. Is there any subs who don't play? See, the thing is, I was thinking, but we haven't really got many. I'm just watching this. Apparently, there was a really good goal by Morgan Whittaker against Brentford. Oh, actually, it doesn't say that. It just says stuns Brentford, so it doesn't necessarily say it's a really good goal. Oh, it was a decent goal. Let's have a little look who's on our bench. A lot of the youth players aren't on the bench. It's not really anybody on there. The bench is all experienced players. It's Melier, Bogle, Firpo, Rodon, Verber, Gruev, Tanaka, Aronson, and James. So there's not exactly anyone where you go, oh yeah, give them a good chance. Like, they're all experienced players, so it's not really anyone where you'd go, yeah, put them on. So Giles saying, hello Max and all Leeds fans. I think I will be joining late because when I do, we seem to be winning. Yeah, well, welcome Sajal. Welcome to the stream. Leeds are winning, like you say. Ramazani with a header, which doesn't happen very often. Here is Ramazani as he plays the ball to himself there as he goes forward. Mateo Joseph can pick it up. Leeds are on a bit of a counter-attack here. Here's Mateo Joseph. Oh, really poor pass by Mateo Joseph. Good foot by Schmidt, though, but Mateo Joseph just stopping an attack again. Tanaka and Rodon are coming on. Strauch's coming off. And Tanaka's coming on for... Who's Tanaka coming on for? Rothwell. Yeah, Joseph did start. He's just not very good, Joseph. I just don't think he's... Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think he's been able to do anything, really. Apart from that one shot he had that hit the post. But other than that, it's like, well... Really, you should be affecting a game like this more than you have. Rodon plays that one back to Darlow. Oh, Darlow's pass has been cut out there, but Schmidt can come and get it. But Schmidt has given it away to Burrell, but they are in their own half here, Harrogate, but instantly play a long ball back forward again. Here's Tanaka. Tanaka with the ball back again. Yeah, I'm really struggling with Joseph. I mean, I have to, every time I say something bad about Joseph, I have to address the fact that I made a video saying why Joseph will be the top scorer in the championship this season. And it's because I saw a lot of good signs in him. The runs that he was making in pre-season, I was thinking if he can get the supply, he will be scoring every week because he's in the great positions. But it just has not panned out like that at all. He just seems to be completely off it. He seems to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't know. I just think, like, he needs a loan spell or something where he can have a period of games in the starting lineup for someone. I don't know. I don't really know what to do with Joseph at the moment. I think Bamford's going to be off at some point as well, isn't he? He gets no game time anymore. Here's Joseph. On the edge of the box. Goes to shoot. It's blocked and it's going to be a Leeds corner. Was Joseph's best game against Chelsea in last year's FA Cup? Yeah, I'd go with that one, CB. By a mile, I think. Obviously, he played well in some of the pre-season games as well. But, don't know. Yeah, Karen saying that the Joffrey comparisons, we all had high hopes for him. But, I mean, Joffrey did more than what Joseph has done, and everyone's lauding Joseph as someone who should really be starting for us at times. So, and look what's happened to Joffrey. So, it's not really like that, is it? 61 corners since we last scored. Sometimes as a striker, you don't need to be quick. We're not playing in a system where you often find yourself running in behind the back line with a one-on-one on the goalkeeper. That's when you'd have a fast striker. But with the way Leeds play, it's more about being in the right place at the right time, and Peru does that far more often, and his finishing is far better. So he doesn't have to be fast, Peru. He just has to be in the right place at the right time and be good at finishing, and that's what he does. Remember, guys, read that at the top every time you join the stream. Burrell throws that one forward. Schmidt heads it out for another Harrogate throw-in. Taking their time over this because I think Sims is going to attempt to take a really long throw-in here. It would have been nice to see a youngster or two off the bench unless they are being lined up for loans out. And that's what I was reading Jer's tweet about that before the game, Mr. P, that I think that, or certainly he thinks that they'll probably be going out for loans. Injuries is one of the main things, Big Chazzer, I think. Injuries is one of the main things. And then a number of other factors as well. He just seems to have gone off the boil completely. Cross comes into the box from Harrogate. Nearly in the back of the net there. Ramazani tries to clear, and then the shot from the edge of the box, and Leeds was scrambling to get that clear there. It's going to be a Harrogate throw-in. I think Schmidt's been very average, Sajal. I think Schmidt has been... I haven't noticed him being bad, but I haven't noticed him being particularly great, is my assessment of him. So I think he's just had an average game. Sims then with another long throw-in into the box. Flicked on. Headed away by Joseph. I was going to say Solomon challenging for it, but he just didn't really challenge for it. Schmidt's going to try and clear that now. That's going to be another throw in to Harrogate. They're putting on the pressure a little bit here. It always happens, doesn't it? No matter who you're playing, they always have a little period of attacking. Substitute for Harrogate then. Sam Follerin is coming on for Jack Muldoon. Cornelius is coming off. And I've not been shown what this guy's name is yet. Ellis Taylor has come on for him. The long throw in then. Still not been taken. Here we go. Long throw in comes into the box. Headed away by Schmidt. Schmidt. I had a little frog in my throat just as I was about to say that. It's a free kick here against Leeds, and Nonto's brought down the Harrogate player, and it's going to be a free kick just on the corner of the box. Chance to cross more than a chance to shoot, really. Yeah, 7 likes for the second. 8 likes because someone's just unliked the stream. 8 likes for the second goal. You didn't really see the replay, to be fair, Hank, so it might have been a foul, it might not. Cross coming into the box now. Flicked on by Strauch it was there, and then Sims it was who tried to cross the ball back in or shoot, but I think it came off Schmidt, but I think it's going to be another corner here. Yeah, it is going to be another corner. Free kicks and corners we just keep. It's not like these are top of. It's not like these are top of the League Two either. They are 21st. They're like relegation zone, just above it. Why is there 20 teams in the Premier League, but 24 teams in all the other leagues? It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Quite a high position. He still doesn't really convince me, though, Darlow. I don't think he's good enough to be a starter. If we're saying, right, and I'm not saying this, but for argument's sake, if we're saying that Meslier is not good enough to be our starting goalkeeper if we want to get promoted, okay, for argument's sake, because I don't necessarily believe that, then I don't think Darlow is, because I think Meslier is a better keeper than Darlow. Darlow's not very good with his feet, which is a big part of what you want your goalkeeper to be doing in a system like this. And as well, Darlow just worries me at times with his actual shot stopping. Here's Byram. Ball down the line here to Solomon. And it's going to be another corner to Leeds here. I think Harrogate player's got cramp here. Goalkeeper's just stretching him out. I'm not sure what the record amount of corners is, Kiwi. It's I think we got over 100, didn't we, with the longest stretch. Yeah, but the thing is, Mr. P, about that, you're absolutely right in the Championship because teams are happy to settle for a draw, like happy to try and play the game out. But in the FA Cup, they're kind of like no reason not to go for it. Hi, Ruggy. Welcome. Well, welcome back, should I say. Dan James is coming on. Dooley's coming off for Harrogate as well. And they've brought a player called... Dooley's coming on. Sutton's going off. Byram coming off and Firpo coming on. I also think there was a bit of a... I think there was a bit of a punishment in there from Farker as well as the injury and stuff for Firpo because of the headbutt, because it was so stupid and undisciplined. So Solomon's off as well, and Dan James is going to come on. Still haven't taken this corner. Yeah, God, I feel sorry for them. Imagine Dan James coming on against you in the 77th minute when you're already knackered. Corner comes in, goes past everyone, so that puts us on 62. Kept in by Mateo Joseph there, and then Leeds with a throw-in from the clearance afterwards. Here's Schmidt. Now Ampadu. Back to Rodon and across to Gilavogi. Here's Tanaka. Now Ampadu. It'll be after this, I think, or unless there's games tomorrow as well. It's Saturday today, isn't it? Yeah, not Sunday. So, unless there's games tomorrow. Here's Schmidt. Now Dan James tries to play it forward to Joseph, who's got a lot of players around him. Firpo wins it back, and now Ampadu plays it out wide to Ramazani. Ramazani inside the box now, looking for a chance to get the ball across. Headed away, Ramazani's kept the ball in there and played it back to the edge. Here's Nonto. Now Tanaka. Good ball to Ramazani now. Ramazani looking for his second. Harrogate eventually clear the ball, but Rodon's going to be able to go across and take that throw in. Gilavogi, Ampadu, Firpo, Nonto. Firpo gets it back off Ramazani. Oh, that was a nice little move there, but he was offside. Ramazani just hit the post there from miles out, and it bounced back to the position the free kick was from. He's got himself... Is he going to get himself a yellow card there for kicking the ball away? I think Ramazani just got himself a yellow card for kicking the ball away, which was a bit silly. Oh, they were nearly in behind there. He's absolutely fluffed his lines there. 94 likes if we get to 100. Yeah, there was a header flicked on there. Then Gilavogi didn't notice there was a guy coming in behind. Darlow saved the first one, and the second one was sliced miles wide, but really dodgy there that it was so easy for them to get in behind us. Here's Rodon. Oh, terrible touch by Rodon. He's just run it straight into touch for them to throw it. I think Leeds are a bit rattled here. Evening, everybody who's joining us. It's going to be another long throw in here. Just in front of the cheese wedge. Or at least that close portion of it to the west stand. Sorry, the east stand. Bit of pushing and shoving going on in the box here, I think. Another throw-in, long throw-in comes into the box. Headed away by Ramazani, but not very far. It's played back out to Sims, the throw-in taker. Whips it in again and then cleared away by Ampadu well up to the halfway line. Ramazani trying to win that one back off Burrell. But Leeds have won themselves a free kick here. Ramazani still down. So Burrell gets himself a yellow card. Yeah, he nearly got there first, Ramazani. Couple of subs coming on now for Harrogate. Duke McKenna is coming on. Sims, the long throw-in merchant's coming off as well for Asabe, is he called? I couldn't quite see that then. No, Asare. Sorry. Here's Tanaka. Now, Mateo Joseph coming forward. He goes for a shot, blazed over the bar. He just never seems to be able to get his eye in, Mateo Joseph. Oh, bloody hell, it was on iPlayer. Oh, well. How annoying is that? Great challenge there by Ampadu. Now Mateo Joseph comes forward with it. Mateo Joseph, he's got a break on here. Gives the ball here to Dan James. Dan James, good save by the goalkeeper. Joseph played him wide there, too wide. Just didn't make the right decision there, Joseph. It's just... I did know it was on... I knew that it was on the red button, but I didn't think you could get the red button on iPlayer because I looked at it before. It's going to be another corner for Leeds here. $96 likes, just 4 more likes. And Leeds will score again. We all know that's how it works. Dan James then with the corner into the box. Doesn't beat the first man. Terrible. Straight back out to Dan James though, and another chance. Ampadu. Tanaka tries to shoot there. And then it's cleared away. And here's Duke McKenna. as they tried to come forward here. Oh, it was a terrible pass by him, and Leeds have won the ball back. Here's Dan James coming forward, cleared away rather desperately there, headed away by Burrell. Now Ampadu into Nonto's feet in the middle. Knocks it back now to Gilavogi with a nice little turn. Gets himself away from the attacker there. Here's Tanaka. Ampadu. Tanaka again. Back to Ampadu. Now Tanaka again. Schmidt can't quite get it. Well, Schmidt can get it to Dan James. Dan James can't quite get it under control himself, and they've tried to clear it now, and it's going to be a Leeds throw in. $35,000 plus for the attendance of an FA Cup game. Put Sheffield United to shame there. They had about 10 people. Here's Schmidt. Loses the ball there, and they try and come forward here. Harrogate Town. Ooh. Gilavogi could have completely wiped out the player there, but he managed to not actually hit him. Man City won 8-0. Should have watched that game, shouldn't we? On this 1-0. It's whenever Tanaka gets the ball, it's shoot. Here's Melier. Firpo. Tanaka. Gilavogi. I've never understood leaving early, especially in a game that kicks off at 5:45, because it's not like it's late and it's work tomorrow or whatever. It's on a Saturday evening. Obviously, some people might have work, but it's only 7:30. So why would you leave early when you could miss like ages of the game if it goes to extra time and penalties? I've never understood it. Poor shot there from Mateo Joseph again. Gruev is getting his return to first team action here after quite a long while out with his knee. It might be Ampadu who comes off for him here. Oh no, it's Nonto coming off for him. Yeah, but at this time of night, Pierre, there'll be loads more buses. Goal kick here anyway for Belshaw, I think he's called. Sends that one long. Head away by Ampadu. Gruev chops that ball forward to Dan James. Dan James gets there first. He's so quick. He's absolutely lightning, is the boy. Going past Burrell. Ball into the box. Headed away. Cleared away. Not very far, though. Here's to Ampadu. Ampadu with a little lofted ball back towards Gruev. Gruev, don't stretch yourself too much, mate. I don't want you hyperextending that knee. Four minutes added time, everyone. So we'll put that on the timer down below. Schmidt. Dan James. Gruev. Gruev tries to play it into the bottom. Not sure whether that was a shot or not. It was pretty tame, but... Belshaw clears that one as far as he can possibly hoof it. And Schmidt returns the favour by hoofing it back towards his goal. And it's knocked all the way back now to Belshaw again. Belshaw sends that one forward again. But Rodon can let that one go out for a throw-in and then take his time over throwing it back in again. Dan James chasing down the last man with the ball here. Nothing special, but good to see Gruev and Firpo. Yeah. It is good to see Gruev and Firpo back because they're a big forward there by Moon, and Darlow can come and collect that one. It's good to see Firpo and Gruev back because they were a big part of things that were going very well for us at one point this season. So it's good to have all our options available to us, really. Firpo's a starter, obviously, and so was Gruev until his injury. Here's Ramazani coming down the left. Ramazani, I think he fell over there, Ramazani. It's not a penalty. Here's Firpo. Now Tanaka. Ampadu. Back to Firpo here. Firpo down the line to Ramazani. Ramazani plays it all the way back to a Harrogate player here. Poor decision there from Ramazani. So we're going to be a foul there by Ampadu, and then maybe one last chance then for Harrogate to get the ball forward. Shouldn't have done that. Ramazani had the ball in their corner and just kicked it straight to their striker. Their goalkeeper's coming up for the... this is good to see, isn't it? Just the magic of the FA Cup. Their goalkeeper is coming up for the set piece. It's a free kick from distance and they're going to try and put it in the box. Half decent delivery, but it's going to be away there, and now Leeds are going to have the chance to score from the halfway line if Gruev can manage it. Sorry, not Gruev. Now it's Gruev. No, none of them went for a shot. Come on, spoil sports. Dan James just plays it straight to their player. Oh, that's boring, Leeds. Have a shot from the halfway line. Well, thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. Oh, hold on a sec. Look, thank you, everybody, so much for joining me. Thank you, of course, a special thanks to Leeds Lately members who continue to support the channel after these 4 years of it being in existence and hopefully improving over that time. Thank you especially to those of you who left super chats on tonight's stream. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you because that really helps to support the channel and keep the streams going, everything like that as well. Especially at the moment with games coming thick and fast and covering all of them. Thank you, of course, as well to all of our regular... Oh, hey, we hit 100 likes right at the end. Thank you, of course, to our regular Leeds Lately subscribers as well. If you haven't subscribed already, then please go ahead and hit that big red button down below, because it massively helps me out and it doesn't cost anything. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching a game where it didn't really matter of the outcome, so we could watch it a little bit more casual. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend.